The height of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union are ready to destroy each other at any second. Espionage reaches a paranoid level. The CIA is desperately searching for the perfect agent, invisible, able to get up close to Soviet diplomats and eavesdrop on their darkest secrets. For this top-secret project, the government allocates 5 years of work by top scientists and a colossal sum, $20 million taxpayer dollars. Meet the pinnacle of American technology, Project Acoustic Kitty. Yes, they decided to turn an ordinary fluffy cat into a cyborg spy. The 1960s, Washington. CIA agents are going crazy because the Soviets are constantly intercepting their data. They need a microphone where it's least expected. The men in strict suits racked their brains for a long time. Who could calmly walk through a park, sit under benches, and arouse absolutely no suspicion? The choice fell on ordinary stray cats. They are agile, quiet, and no one in their right mind would pay attention to them. It seemed like a simply brilliant plan. But how do you get a cat to transmit sound? For this, the best veterinarians and microelectronics engineers of the time were secretly invited to CIA headquarters. A highly complex, delicate, and almost jeweler-like work began. The science division had to invisibly turn a living creature into a walking radio station. A tiny microphone was carefully placed into the cat's ear canal. It was supposed to pick up even the quietest whispers of Soviet residents on a busy street. Hair-thin wires were masterfully routed right under the animal's skin along its entire back. They stretched from the very ear to the base of the fluffy feline tail. All the complex electronics and tiny batteries were skillfully hidden in the thick fur. The animal was transformed into a real espionage gadget, and the tail itself served as an excellent transmitting antenna. The first laboratory tests showed incredible success. The equipment worked simply flawlessly. But the special agents overlooked one very important detail. A cat always remains a cat. It couldn't care less about the national security of the United States. During training, instead of heading to the target, the tailed spy would just go to sleep, groom itself, or wander off to hunt mice in the thick bushes. And as soon as the fluffy agent felt hungry, he abandoned all state affairs and wandered to the nearest dumpster in search of tasty leftovers. The CIA was not used to giving up. They spent another whole year and millions of dollars on additional procedures to suppress the feline hunger instincts. The scientists literally hacked the animal's behavior. Now, it seemed, the super agent was fully ready for real field work and executing orders. X-Day arrived, 1967, Washington, the bustling Wisconsin Avenue Park. The first combat mission of the CIA's secret project. 2 men are sitting on one of the park benches. They are Soviet diplomats, quietly discussing something clearly important, the perfect target for wiretapping. An inconspicuous van quietly parks nearby. Inside sit tense CIA agents wearing headphones, sweating in front of control panels and tape recorders. The van door slowly creaks open. An operative carefully lowers the most expensive cyborg in the history of global espionage onto the asphalt. The mission has begun. The cat takes a few confident steps toward the bench with the diplomats. The agents in the van hold their breath. It seems years of hard work are about to pay off. But suddenly, something catches the cat's attention on the other side of the street. Perhaps a bird, or just a shadow. Our 4-legged agent sharply changes trajectory. He swiftly dashes out onto the roadway. The screech of brakes rings out. A random yellow taxi didn't even have time to notice the pedestrian crossing the street. A dull thud and absolute silence on the radio airwaves. A chilling, endlessly long, and dead pause hung in the American intelligence van. $20 million, 5 years of secret development, and the sleepless nights of America's best minds were just absurdly smeared across the city asphalt. The Soviet diplomats, suspecting nothing, calmly got up and left. The CIA agents had to run out onto the road in a panic to gather their equipment. It was the most humiliating failure imaginable, forbidden to be spoken of. Project Acoustic Kitty was immediately shut down and classified for decades. For many years, this tale was considered an urban legend. No one in their right mind could believe in such a level of government absurdity and budget waste. But in 2001, the CIA officially opened its archives, and the whole world saw with their own eyes the real documents on this incredibly disastrous project. A stunning sentence was written in the intelligence agency's final report. We have concluded that cats are completely untrainable for intelligence needs. A brilliant discovery for $20 million. So, the next time your cat ignores a command, treat him with great respect. Perhaps he is simply following his own secret protocols and refusing to work for the government. You can't argue with nature, even with a massive budget. Subscribe to the Worldwide Lens channel and hit the bell. We have many more stories about how insanely and absurdly this world is built. Let us know in the comments which animal you would hire as a spy. See you in the next visual investigation.